feel like the laptop's in the way.
Put it on my side, bro. Switch the laptop in the...
The laptop is always on my side.
So it has to be on your side, but it cannot be in front of you?
Yes. We could move it on the ground. And I'm not switching sides.
Why don't you put the laptop in there?
Why don't you put your attitude in there? Okay. Yeah, that'll work probably.
That way we can see.
It's actually a fucking good idea. You're like actually pretty smart.
Yeah, I'm almost like an engineer.
Almost.
Almost like an engineer.
You're like almost there.
Damn near an engineer. So start it.
Why do I have to start it? I feel like I started every time.
I started it last time for sure.
No way.
Pretty sure. Pretty sure I started it last time.
Do you notice I changed the title of the last one?
No.
It was originally Tale of the Tennessee Toesucker, but I changed it to Tears of the Tennessee Toesucker.
Why Tears?
Because we talked about Tears of the Kingdom in the episode, so I was like, that'd be funny.
I thought you were gonna say like Trail of Tears. I was say maybe,
like the Trail of Tears.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe not.
I don't think white people are allowed to make fun of the Trail of Tears.
Definitely not. Celebrity moment. Did you hear about LeBron James' son?
Oh, he had a heart attack.
He had
cardiac arrest. Yeah.
He went under cardiac arrest.
Pretty crazy.
I think it was a basketball training or something.
Yeah, it wasn't at a game. It wasn't at an actual game. It was like, like you said, like during a training day or something.
My coworker was talking about it, and he was like, "Yeah, man. I mean, at that point, I feel like it takes one heart attack on the field to be like, yeah, maybe stop playing."
I mean, like, I don't know.
That's scary, bro.
If it's like something like a, what do you call it, like physiological, like a defect or something that he has that it makes him prone to heart attacks, for sure. Like, he probably needs to stop.
Even then.
Yeah.
Even if it's not, I mean, like, people are normally going into cardiac arrest playing sports. I feel like.
Well, I'm saying, like, if
this time
if he was sick.
There's a soccer player that died. I don't think it was cardiac arrest, but he like passed out mid game or something. He like
died?
was like, and he died.
Damn.
He ended up dying. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like.
So I feel like once you go out like that, I mean, I feel like if you are lucky enough to survive it, maybe don't put yourself in the scenario that caused it again. You know what I mean? I'm not saying basketball caused it because we don't actually know.
Yeah.
For all we know,
I mean, we probably won't know.
I mean, I think eventually. I think it depends on what the diagnosis is.
Yeah, you know, if it's like.
If it's something really personal, like, imagine you went to the hospital for a heart attack.
Okay.
And everyone's waiting to find out what happened to Andrew. And then the doctor's like, yeah, it turns out Andrew smoked meth through his ass.
Yeah, he had 10 grams of fucking coke.
Yeah, and that's... Are you going to go advertise that? Fuck no.
No.
But if they're like, hey, I mean, something in the air caused it, you just be like, oh, it's the air, You tell your family, no problem.
Yeah. I mean...
So my coworkers were talking about it, and they were like, yeah, I mean... They were saying, like, yeah, I mean, his dad's, like, going down as one of the best to ever do it, so he's probably, He
feels pressured to probably, like...
Maybe that, or that, like, It's like... It's not like he's going to be struggling for money.
No.
They make so much fucking money.
But also, like, he might... I mean, I don't know how... Because it's LeBron, right?
Mm.
I don't know how LeBron is, but, Oh, my God. I'm like, forgetting his name now. The guy that's in, like, every commercial. Shaq. I remember seeing an interview with Shaq where he's like, I'm not giving my kids anything. They have to earn it. So, if LeBron's, got that mentality where he's just like, I'm keeping it.
Two things, though. One, I think Shaq's full of shit.
I'm
sure his kids are living in his fucking mansion.
Apparently his daughter... like had a regular day job, so I don't know.
There's a difference though between get a day job so that you can
not necessarily
learn the value of hard work and
that's true.
Versus hey, fuck you.
I'm not helping you in life.
Yeah, I'm gonna live this nice lifestyle. Go figure that shit out.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's to the extent that
he plays it out to be.
Yeah. And also I think it would be different if his daughter had a heart attack.
It's also
she was gonna make her money through sports.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I'm sure Shaq would not.
That's true. He wouldn't be like, oh well, I'm forsaking you because you
He's
had a
like,
heart attack.
maybe work at Chick-fil-A, bitch.
I guess like, and also I guess I didn't even think about it. It's also like, being Shaq's kid, like you want to go to college, you're going to any college you want to go to.
Same with LeBron.
I mean, yes. So
Same with LeBron.
you could go. You can literally do anything you want to.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I got another celebrity one for you. Now, since we're on the celebrity topic.
Okay.
Did you hear about that shit with Doja Cat?
Yeah, she called out all her fans. Like she was like.
I mean, I don't know if we're thinking of the same instance.
Well, she like. I don't know what started it, but I just know that she was on Twitter or whatever, like telling all her fans like, you're cringe. Stop calling yourself kitties. All that kind of stuff.
I mean, if that's what happened, if that's what you're referring to, I agree with her.
Okay.
Fans can be cringy.
Yeah.
What I'm referring to is one of her fans in a comment of one of her videos was like, "Now tell us you love us. Like, tell your fans you love them."
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "No, I don't fucking know y'all." And the fan was like, "You live your life because of us. You have your money because of us."
Yeah, that's what started the thing I'm talking about. Okay.
I didn't see all the rest, but after the girl said that, she said, you've never met me, why are you talking to me like you're my mom, bitch, you're weird, or like something.
Yeah,
she said, bitch, you sound like a crazy person, or something like that.
So I think, I
agree with Doja, bro.
I think personally that, obviously, like, people get too crazy about, like, being fans and, like, of celebrities, like that. Like, no hate on Taylor Swift, but her fans are some fucking, wild people, man.
T-Swizzy's about to fuck us up.
No, I don't have a problem with Taylor Swift. I'm not
the T-Swizzy's, the fans.
Oh, do the fans get mad if you talk shit about them? I thought they get mad if you talk shit about...
We're about to fucking find out.
It's like BTS. You can't talk shit about BTS.
Yo, fuck BTS.
No! Cut that out.
Who are you telling to cut that out? Yourself?
Yeah.
Don't cut it out. We need to have a firm standing on fuck BTS.
No.
Let's call Adrian right now. Deciding vote.
He's at work. We're going to bother him?
He's going to answer. He'll answer.
All right, fine.
All right. First lifeline. Hello?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Sauce Nuggets podcast.
Hey, real quick. Is it fuck BTS or not fuck BTS?
BTS, the fucking boy band?
Yes.
Why is there such a split? I don't think I'm caught up in fucking BTS drama.
You gotta pick a side.
What do you mean?
Fuck BTS or not fuck BTS?
Not fuck BTS.
Yes!
I knew this shit would.
I don't know about them to hate them.
That's what I'm
knew this
about.
shit would happen.
All right, we'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right, sounds good. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait, before we continue, let me look up what the fuck I was going to talk about because I'm like completely blank. And then you came with no topic, like as always. So.
I've already occupied this beginning segment. Let's remember that. Off the cuff. Remember that.
This might be the last episode because I don't know if I can handle this anymore. I come here, I show up on time, and...
On time?
And also,
We are 24 hours late, bitch. We were supposed to record yesterday.
Okay, but because of you...
Because of me.
We could have recorded weeks ago. No, right? And we're always at my place because it can't be done anywhere because you're a fucking bum with no house. You're actually a bum. And I can't stand the attitude you give me. I can't stand it. And then you call Adrian because you have no fucking topic to talk about, so you gotta pull him in when he's at work. And then you're saying fuck BTS on the podcast.
I love BTS. There's name 2 members right now.
Kim Jong.
Lil Kim.
Lil Kim.
This man's like Kim Jong. Oh man, you're gonna miss a shot.
You know what? I do.
What was his nickname? Lil Rocket Man.
Lil
Rocket Man.
I feel like I do remember one of them. I want to say it starts with a J. Jinbei.
Jinbei, first Knight of the Sea and backup dancer for BTS.
Hey, speaking of Jinbei,
What about him?
we can talk about the new trailer that dropped.
The live action?
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
So
go ahead. Give your thoughts on it so I can tear into them.
So, well, actually, how about you give your thoughts?
So I thought it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. There's some stuff about it that bothers me. I feel like I keep two things in mind. I think this whole show, the One Piece live action, is kind of a Hail Mary. I think it's like Oda's big shot at making One Piece worldwide, because I think a lot more people are gonna be up for
A live, like that. Don't watch anime.
Exactly,
Okay.
digesting this 8-hour, 8-episode show.
Yeah.
Versus diving into a 1,000+ episode anime. So I get that certain changes have to be made. However, as a fan, I hate to see the material turned into what it is not.
Yeah.
So when I see like that, as of now, they take out an entire villain and they change shit like, Nami being on the first island instead of the second island. Or she was on the first island in the anime. I don't remember the manga, but in the first island she doesn't join. She joins on the second.
Yeah.
And they changed it to where I think both join on the first island. And it's not that big a deal, but it kind of irks me because now it feels like a different story,
I mean, it's just because, we don't know if there's going to be a second season, so they're trying to reach a certain point by the 8th episode,
Yeah.
So they got to cut some small...
And by that logic, I also understand, okay, well, it's only going to be one season. It could only be one season, so... why do we need to stick to the story so much if it's not going to matter? It could not matter down the line. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's also, shooting yourself in the foot later, because eventually... it depends, but, later on, if you keep compromising on the story, eventually later on you run into plot holes.
Yeah.
Which people aren't gonna like.
Yeah. I mean, I've watched a lot of anime live action movies, and usually it's just for the fun of watching this horrific nightmare of a movie.
It's almost like a spoof.
Yes.
Spoof? Is it spoof?
I think a sploof is what you use after you smoke.
No, a spoof.
A spoof is like a
parody.
Yeah, a parody.
Okay, yeah. I think kind of like that. Dragon Ball Evolution. That shit was horrible.
That's the first animated
adaptation.
Actually, that might be the original one. Dragon Ball Evolution, is that the original anime live action?
I don't know.
Because there was
let's look it up.
There was Mortal Kombat before that, but Mortal Kombat was a game, not an anime. So
yeah, I think it is Dragon Ball Evolution.
That's the biggest one I remember.
Fact checkers, get us.
Yeah, but I watched, and then I watched the Death Note one, which was horrible.
The Death Note one was horrible.
Oh god!
See, after the Death Note one, I couldn't even watch another one after that. I don't think I've seen a single one. I know the Cowboy Bebop one was horrendous.
I watched because that was episodes.
Cowboy Bebop,
wasn't it?
I don't know. I just never watched.
I thought it was a TV show. I didn't ever watch it.
What's the one that most recently came out that was only up for a week and then they took it off? Was it?
I don't know.
Was that the Cowboy Bebop one? There's one that just came out not even a year ago or 2 years ago.
I think Cowboy Bebop's 2 or 3 years.
It might be that. There was one on Netflix. Came out.
And they took it off?
For a week. It got such horrible reviews. They took it off in a week.
I mean, Cowboy Bebop was widely hated. I don't think there was much support for it. I watched Full Metal Alchemist.
Maybe it was that one.
That was horrific. It was awful. Because any time you have a character using magic, or in that case alchemy, it just looks so bad. The CGI or the effects are just
It's also
horrific.
just that I think posing doesn't look cringe in anime. It looks so cringe.
It looks very cringe.
In live action.
And announcing what you're doing, the whole
yeah.
No, it just looks so bad. It looks so bad.
Stomp the yard.
God forbid they make a Naruto live action. I personally think it would just look so cringe to have these real ass adults doing these fucking hand signs.
Yeah.
And blowing this shitty CGI fire. I don't know. I've watched the trailers, just the trailers for the Attack on Titan live actions, and they're so bad.
Are those real?
Yeah.
Oh, I never even seen that.
Yeah, but they're I don't think they're on like Netflix or anything like that. It's just like a Japanese movie from like a low budget studio, and yeah, they're horrific. They're always bad.
Yeah. So that being said, I think at the very least, this one is a step in the right direction. One, because they have the creator involved so heavily. He is he made he negotiated it, from what I understand, to where he is the final say on everything.
Yeah.
It cannot,
Oda is the boss.
They were saying that he actually made them reshoot some scenes because they were not satisfactory for him.
Mm-hmm.
And the studio had to go and reshoot some stuff. So that being said, I know from what I've heard before over the years, Oda's also super into film and movies and movie making, especially older style. So I think the way I think with all that in mind, I think he has a pretty good perspective of how to turn that anime and manga into a live action thing. You know what I mean?
Personally, I don't think making a live action anime is ever a step in the right direction.
No. I was saying the way the One Piece live action is handling it is a step in the right direction for correctly making an anime into a live action.
Yeah. I mean, when I watched the first trailer, I had the same thoughts as any other animated live action trailer. And I'm not a One Piece hater. I love One Piece. I like One Piece. It's in my top 10. I like it.
Hey, we'll take it.
It's number 9, but it's in my top.
I'm just kidding.
No,
where do you rank it? Is it top 5?
No, it's not top 5.
Top 10 though?
Yeah, it's top 10. It's
I'll put it around. I think it's around 7 or 8 for you.
It's 7. Yeah, it's probably number 7.
Okay.
It's number 1 for you. I know. I know what number. I bet I could guess your top 5.
Go for it.
Okay, I don't know about in order.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, One Piece, Dororo. Oh, man, see, this is when it gets hard. Samurai Champloo. No? Okay. Full Metal Alchemist. Wow. Shit. There's a really easy one, right? There's a really obvious one.
Yes.
Have I watched it with you?
I don't know. I'm gonna say yes.
Is it old?
Define old.
When we were teenagers?
No.
Okay. Because honestly, you don't talk about much other anime besides One Piece, so it's kind of hard to...
That's not true.
It is true. You don't really talk about anything else.
When I tell you the name of what my number 2 is, because you haven't guessed
your number 2?
You have not guessed
Dororo is not your number 2?
No.
What is that?
What is Dororo?
Yeah.
4.
Dororo's number 4. What's number 3 and 2? God, this is going to eat at me, but I don't want you to tell me.
Oh my God.
Okay, here. I'm going to think you tell me my top 5.
Okay. Your top 5. I know one is Gurren Lagann.
Okay.
Naruto.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and say Tokyo Ghoul.
No.
Oh, thank God.
No. I love the manga.
Not Tokyo Ghoul. Let me think. Let me think. What other shit have you talked about? Inuyasha?
No. Brenta's favorite one is Inuyasha.
Fuck. Okay. I'm 2 for 4.
No, you got unlimited guesses. I just want to see if you could even get them.
Oh, okay. So I have 2, right?
Yeah.
So far I have Gurren Lagann. What was the other one? Naruto?
Mm-hmm.
Death Note?
No.
Not Bleach.
I don't even know if Death Note's in my top 10.
Bleach?
No, not Bleach.
Hunter x Hunter?
Hunter x Hunter is probably number 10.
Okay. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
It's not in my top 5. It is in my top 10.
That one?
Yeah. Fuck! Wait, by the way, when I said Full Metal Alchemist, that's what I was talking about. Brotherhood.
None of them are
Okay.
in my top 5.
I was like...
Personally, controversial, I don't think it's that interesting. I don't get that into it.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Oh, is it Look. Is it
oh, you know what?
Is it Berserk? Is Berserk one of them?
Berserk is not one of them.
Fuck.
But you know what? I just thought of it. One of my top 5 is probably one of your top 5. Or
Attack on Titan?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that one of yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one was that? Number 2?
3.
Okay.
That's
That's also number 3 for me.
Oh, My Hero Academia?
Okay, so this is actually a toss-up.
Fucking...
So this is a toss-up. So I was waiting for you to say either one of these two, because you didn't say it. Dororo or My Hero. Those are tied for 5th. I cannot decide which one I like more.
I would pick Dororo.
I think the next season
I think Dororo off the concept. I think My Hero has a more fleshed out story, obviously.
I think the next season of My Hero is going to, like, cement my choice.
The next season?
Yeah.
I don't think it.
Because this is the next
season. The manga?
Yeah.
I don't think the manga's been that good, honestly.
I think the manga's been really good.
I think the war slowed down a lot. When it was like, spoilers, by the way.
Oh yeah, huge spoilers.
When it was like them on the floating platform, that was cool.
Yeah.
But then it deviated to like all these other people's fights, and I don't think it's been that interesting.
Oh, like you don't like all the side stuff.
I mean,
I feel like, have you read the most recent chapter with Ochako and?
I haven't read it, but I know like how it basically ends. It basically ends with them being like not lesbians, but like it gives off like a lesbian.
It ends with them being a lesbian.
No. It ends with them being like good friends.
Why'd you go to lesbian?
Because like all I saw was like them like flying at each other, and people started making art of them being lesbians. So I was like, I guess that's what people
fan art is so cringe.
It is. It can be very.
Fan art is horrific.
Oh no! Tell me it's not Boruto. Oh fucking.
I'm just kidding. No. Well, it's
God.
not in my top 10 even. It's not even in my top
fucking God.
50.
Bro, Boruto's garbage.
It's pretty bad.
Bleach. Did I see Bleach right?
You said Bleach already. You know what? Because
I think I've guessed enough of yours for you to tell me the 5.
Okay, so your number 1 was One Piece. Your number 4 was Dororo.
No, bitch, I'm talking about yours.
Oh, you want me to tell you mine?
Yeah, like I think I've guessed enough of yours.
You got 4 of
tell.
them.
Yeah, I think that's enough for you to give me. You've gotten 3. Wait, you got 3.
Can I guess another one of yours?
Sure.
Demon Slayer.
No. I was probably one of yours. Demon Slayer? Okay,
It's
I got all
number
5 now.
Or number 4, sorry. Not number
Alright, give me yours in order. Because I didn't have them in order.
So, I don't know, man, because my top 5, it has like a pretty loose order. Because sometimes, like, okay, for example, like, when I first watched Naruto, right, Gurren Lagann was like my favorite anime. And then when I actually like finished through Naruto, I was like, alright, Naruto's number 1. And then I started watching Attack on Titan, and I was like, dude, Attack on Titan is so fucking good. I love this shit. And then Brenta and I watched Gurren Lagann, and I was like, this shit is so good. And so it's like I keep switching. I can't decide which of those 3 I like the most. So I mean, my top 5 is basically just
a random order.
It's
like it's 5 number 1s basically.
Yeah, like my top 3 are number 1, but 4 and 5 are actually 4 and 5.
Okay, so what are they? So
Naruto,
Gurren Lagann, Attack on Titan,
Demon Slayer,
Slayer,
My Hero, or Dororo. I'm not sure which one. Okay, but yours, One Piece. What's number 2? Just tell me.
Hunter x Hunter.
Ah, fuck! No!
I was gonna say, I'm surprised you didn't know that one.
That's so...
Because when I'm not talking about One Piece,
you're talking about
Hunter x Hunter. Yeah.
I'm so
I just watched the whole
stupid.
thing with Adrian just because he wanted to watch it. I watched the entire thing again.
I can't believe I missed that. Why would you say maybe I've watched it?
With me?
I've watched it with you.
Like a
I
scene.
didn't watch the whole thing, but I've watched like episodes with you before.
Have you?
Yeah.
I don't remember, honestly. But Attack on Titan, I know we've watched. Because we watched it with Adrian.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, like, one of them, yeah.
Oh, okay. So what's number 5?
So One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, Attack on Titan, Dororo, and then number 5. Number 5 is the one that kind of, like, changes. It depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes it's Naruto, sometimes it's Demon Slayer, sometimes it's One Punch Man. Kind of just.
One Punch Man is really good.
One Punch Man's pretty good.
Yeah.
But honestly, after reading the manga, or starting to read the manga, I stopped. It got out of my top 5 from that point.
I kind of agree.
My Hero has some good stuff, but it has too much bad stuff for me. And that's also the problem with Naruto. I have too many criticisms of Naruto to leave it in the top 5. So, I don't know. Maybe Demon Slayer. Yeah, I'll go with Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is been pretty good. But I feel like people hype up Demon Slayer so much that it kind of like turns me off. To it.
Demon Slayer does suffer from that a little bit, especially this last season, because this last season it was like, season 1 was like the hypest shit ever. Season 2 was, I didn't watch it as a season. I watched it as the movie. I never watched
season 2. The movie is only the first part.
It's so confusing, dude. Because
season 2 is the movie and more. The more is with the sound Hashira fighting the upper moon.
The
6.
more.
Yeah, season 2.
I thought season 2 was the train arc.
That's half of season 2.
Oh.
It's the train arc, and then it's the other.
Okay, because I always thought the sound Hashira was season 3.
No, that's season 2. That's
Okay.
like the second half of season 2.
Okay, I get it now. Because that was confusing to me because they would, like, people would say season 2 and they would be talking about
Tengen or whatever.
Yeah, Tengen, and I was like,
Uzui.
wait, isn't season 2 like? Okay,
Yeah.
I get it now. So, but yeah, the train arc was hype.
Honestly, the train itself did not interest. The dream stuff was cool. Them fighting that demon, I didn't think it was interesting. But the Akaza fight, hype as fuck.
Bro, Tanjiro killing himself to get out of the dream. I thought that was pretty hype.
That was cool. That was cool, but yeah, like I'm talking about the actual fight with the demon. I didn't think it was that interesting.
Okay, season 2 was hype with Tengen.
Season 2 was hype.
That was. I think that was probably better than season 1. To me, I feel like I like that season more. It's less tragic, but it's more like.
Yeah, I think for me, season 1, like up until the time Inosuke and Zenitsu join, season 1 is kind of.
It's very slow.
It's pretty slow, but once they join, it picks up pretty quick.
Yeah, because I remember
it gets good quick.
I remember Demon Slayer didn't actually like explode until that fight with Rui.
The string guy.
Yeah, because nobody was talking about Demon Slayer, but then when that episode came out,
people were like,
it exploded.
Yeah, I agree.
It just was everywhere.
I didn't start watching it until people said
exactly
that episode. They were like episode 24, the episode that broke the internet, whatever.
My other old friend Danny, I didn't start watching it until he posted. Sorry. Well,
some other motherfucker.
Yeah, some other motherfucker. I don't know who it is. It's probably.
I have like 4 Andrews. I only have one Danny though.
But yeah, I saw him post that clip on his Instagram, and I was like, "Bro, that looks good." And so, yeah,
see, for me, it was like, what was the reason I started watching it? People were talking about I think when people started showing the Hashiras, I was like, okay, no, I'm gonna watch this myself. Yeah. And I started reading the manga when people started revealing the upper moons.
Mm-hmm.
People were showing pictures of the upper moons, and I was like, no, I want to see it myself. So I started reading the manga because I want to fall behind.
But so I was going to say, the one thing that Season 3 suffers from, in my opinion, is that in Season 1, there felt like there was stakes. You know what I mean? It was Tanjiro trying to save his sister, right?
Okay.
And Season... and then it's like, he has to get stronger or else he'll never be able to do this, right? Season 2, fucking... What's his name dies.
Yes.
The Fire Hashira, whatever. Season 3, fucking like... Uzui can barely handle...
That's still Season 2.
My bad. Other half of Season 2, Uzui can barely handle fighting...
And it's 2 of them.
The twin. Yeah. And the other 3 are trying to handle Daki. So it's like, it feels like there's still like high stakes. Well, I'm saying at first. At first,
eventually
Tanjiro
becomes
was
2
fighting...
and 2.
Yeah.
2 and 2 against 1.
But it felt like the stakes were high because like shit was always happening. Like Uzui's losing arms and getting poisoned and shit.
Yeah.
And they fucking like there's the explosion at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like I feel like there's stakes.
Which the whole like I feel like people forget that the Hashiras they're not avatars, they're not actually controlling elements.
No, it's represented that way in the anime, but
exactly.
Yeah.
So but it's really just fighting.
Yeah.
Like it's just sword fighting.
That's it, yeah.
Which
a different style of sword
fighting, like the demons, I guess
can see it.
I guess the demons, it doesn't apply to them because they actually are like that motherfucker is actually, what was it? He like swings a scythe and a slash comes out like Zoro does.
Flying, yeah.
And that's like actually the thing because they have to like
because he's a demon.
Yeah,
right?
so it's so funny to me like how the Hashiras actually aren't putting an element.
Yeah.
The demons actually are. Like
Yeah.
what's his name? Upper Moon 2. Like he's actually like freezing mode.
Oh yeah.
But the other ones are not. So it's kind of funny.
But like, and also, I feel like the demons' backstories in like season 1, and Daki and whatever his name is, I feel like the backstories were really good. But then when it went to season 3, I felt like both their backstories were very weak.
Well, one didn't even have a backstory. One in the pot didn't have a backstory.
Wait. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Yeah. People were making jokes about that. They're
Okay.
like, motherfucker killed him so quick we didn't even get to see his backstory.
Okay. Well, the
other one, his
the
sucked.
other one,
Yeah, it was just like he was a
Yeah.
thief and killed someone.
That's
or something
it.
like that. Yeah, yeah.
And so there was like there was that side of it.
But we didn't get either of the Upper Moon's backstory, but we did get the big guy's backstory.
We did get the big guy's
With
backstory.
Suji, which also wasn't really that good, honestly.
Yeah.
It's like I was gonna die. They
Yeah.
gave me medicine. I ended up living. Somehow the medicine turned me to a fucking vampire.
I mean, I thought his backstory was kind of cool. I thought it was cool that we got to see it at that point.
Oh yeah.
But I still think it suffered because like the demons didn't have a backstory. It felt like there were no stakes the entire fight. Like
Yeah.
even when Muichiro was stuck in the water, you just know that he's not gonna die. It's like
Yeah.
obviously the fight just started. He's obviously not gonna die. So there was never any stakes there. And then when they were fighting the emotion demon or whatever.
Upper Moon 3?
Yeah, the stakes.
4.
The stakes kind of. There was something there, you know what I mean? Like it did feel like they were in peril a little bit, but not really. Like the fact that Tanjiro and Nezuko and what's his name, they were pretty much able to like hold their own most of the time.
Yeah.
And the only time I say that all the way up until the last episode. The last episode did feel like there were stakes in it because we thought Nezuko was gonna die.
Yeah.
Right. If you didn't read the manga, like, you know. So.
You didn't read the manga?
Yeah. Like if you didn't read the manga,
if
you
don't
would
know
really
how
think
it ends,
you would not know.
Yeah, I agree.
You know? And so and even though I did, I still felt it.
It still portrayed it well.
So yeah, it was I think the last episode pulled everything together perfectly. It made you want to watch the Hashira training is the next one.
Yeah. I wonder how they're going to do it, because honestly, I would prefer to wait and they just do one season for the rest. I think the rest could be done.
The Hashira training and the
Hashira training is going to be like an episode or 2.
An episode?
What happens in the Hashira training? Well, spoilers, but
I mean, I feel like it's more than an episode, but
I think it's 2 tops.
Maybe they'll do like a special episode, like they'll between the two.
So filler.
It wouldn't be a filler, but it'd be a special.
How would it not be a filler?
I don't know.
Exactly. It's making up shit.
No, not making up shit. I'm saying come out with like Attack on Titan came out with an hour episode or an hour and a half episode for that first part of the final. You know what I mean? Like they could just come out with an hour episode for the entire Hashira training arc.
Oh yeah, that I'd be down for.
Yeah.
And because then it'd be one episode.
Yeah, and then the next season is just the Infinity Castle arc.
I think the way they could go is like the hour-long episode is the Hashira training, ends with I always forget his name. Michael Jackson, what's his name? Muzan
Jackson.
Ends with Muzan Jackson infiltrating.
Okay.
And then the 3rd season starts with him, once he infiltrated.
Yeah.
I think that's perfect. Because I think the Infinity Castle arc and like the fight to dawn can be one season.
The Infinity Castle is such a hype.
It's only like 4 fights.
4 or 5? Well,
it's only 4 fights.
Yeah, but
top
the
3,
last 2 are like really dragged out.
True. But I think they can.
Actually, it's crazy that you say that. Now that I'm thinking about it,
it's only 4 fights. Isn't that crazy?
That's wild, actually.
And I was gonna say 3. I forgot about Zenitsu's fight.
Yeah.
But Zenitsu's fight's hype. But honestly, 1 episode. If I'm being honest.
Wait. Then there's 5.
What's the 5th?
Because there's Akaza, there's Doma, there's Kibutsushibo, and then there's Zenitsu, and then there's Muzan.
That's the fight to dawn. Muzan doesn't have a fight in the Infinity Castle arc. He's just killing people.
Wait, the fight to dawn is a separate.
The fight to dawn is what happens after the upper three are taken out.
Oh, I thought that was like the same arc. I didn't realize that was different.
So some people are saying it's its own arc because that fight alone, the fight to dawn,
time.
it's like
It
15 episodes
long,
or some shit. 15 chapters. Sorry. Yeah.
Because it's just like endlessly like the Hashira getting
fucking wiped out.
Their backs blown out and then waking up again to fight again and then dying and then waking up
and
again
then,
miraculously.
Like, they beat him and then Tanjiro
gets demonized.
Wow, we're like spoiling so much.
Who cares, man? Whatever. Spoilers
for the 5th time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so some people are saying that could be its own little arc. Personally, I think it should all be one.
Yeah, I think they should keep. Well, I don't know, man.
So
it
the
depends
4
how.
Infinity Castle fights and then the 1.
But like some of those, like the fight with Doma lasted like a while. The fight with Kibutsu.
Honestly, the Akaza fight is like one of the shorter ones.
Yeah, it's like so short because he
just gets his shit rocked.
I feel like I want to say what happens because we're already spoiling so much, but it's like, I don't know. Anyway.
The Kibutsiji fight, I don't know how to say his name, but that fight, I think that's the best one.
It's really good.
That fight was fucking crazy.
I can't wait until we get to see like Gilmei, his backstory, and his like fight.
I don't think his backstory is that crazy, but his fight's really good.
You don't think his backstory is that crazy?
A bunch of kids, they die. I mean, how many?
Okay, and who's one of the kids?
Who's one of the kids?
Oh, you don't know?
Who's one of the kids?
Remember how in the backstory one of the kids sneaks out, and the demon like comes with him to the house?
Uh-huh.
Okay, you know what kid snuck out? It's Zenitsu's partner, the guy that turned himself into a demon.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's one of the kids that Gilmei was taking care of.
That.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I gotta go back.
That's some wild shit,
That's
right?
some wild shit. I ain't gonna lie.
But the fact that the panel that where like Gilmei is like dying and he sees all the little kids that he was taking care of like around him, bro, that shit was sad.
Yeah.
Reading that shit, I was like, damn.
Bro, how all of them, bro, when Giyu gets taken out, that's so sad.
Oh, for some reason in my head I was confusing Giyu with
Is that his name? Giyu? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Giyu's the brother.
Yeah,
with
the Wind Hashira.
Yeah. That shit was sad.
Bro, that shit's so sad.
Yeah. Where he's like, because his brother like shows no emotion up until that point.
Yeah.
Like no love, no nothing.
Yeah.
Until
like,
that.
Just like me, right, kitty cat.
I was confusing Giyu with the water Hashira.
What's the water Hashira's name? Is it Giyu?
Maybe it is Giyu.
Fuck.
I don't remember.
Genya, that's the brother.
Genya's the brother. Giyu is the water Hashira. Okay, I was like, wait, the water Hashira dies.
Motherfuckers tearing me to shreds in the comments. Fuck.
Is it Giyu?
Yeah.
Giyu is the
water Hashira. Genya is the brother.
Okay.
So when Genya dies, it's very sad.
Yeah. You know, while we're on the anime train, I do want to say one more thing. Vinland Saga is the shit. I just finished season 2. That shit is amazing.
You're gonna make me watch it.
Vinland Saga is in my top 10 after watching
season
2. After watching season 2, it's in my top 10.
Okay.
It's so good.
I can respect that.
I mean, I think it's like...
Because season 1 really did not impress me.
Season 1, I mean, I thought it was good.
Some of the fights were cool. That's all.
Yeah, his fight with his 2 or 3 encounters with fucking Thor.
Thorfinn?
What's the big dude's name? Thor.
Thorfinn.
No. Thorfinn's the main character.
Oh, Thorkel?
Thorkel. His 2 or 3 fights with Thorkel were fucking cool to watch.
Fair.
Right? Askeladd killing the king was fucking cool.
Fucking dope.
But
that's it.
There was no. It wasn't really any character growth.
It was his dad. Thor's.
Yeah,
his dad
Thor's
was a badass.
Was a badass. Yeah.
Died too soon for sure.
Yeah, but there was like it just felt like it was just a repetition kind of like, I want to kill you. Gets his ass kicked. Now go do this. Now he does it. I'm gonna kill you. Gets his ass kicked.
I want to kill you. Complete this task that benefits me in every fucking way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but season 2, it's so good.
I'm gonna watch
it. I don't know. The music is really good too. I think it's the only anime I could say I like every single opening.
I don't even remember the other openings. What other animes coming out? The big 3 are having release dates on the same day.
Big 3.
The big
What's
3.
That?
All 3 of the biggest animes.
There's a whole debate about what the big three is.
Naruto, Bleach, One Piece.
Okay, some people say. Isn't Dragon Ball like a big three? I thought it's not.
Dragon Ball Z is the big one.
Okay, that's the big one. All right.
Yeah, some people said it was Bleach, Dragon Ball Z, and One Piece.
Is Dragon Ball a shonen anime?
Yeah.
It is, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know. Whatever. But wait, what do you mean they got release dates? For what?
So, Bleach has the 1,000-Year Blood War.
Yeah.
That's releasing.
But what's Naruto releasing?
The Naruto anime is releasing 4 new episodes. You know that?
No fucking.
Yeah, they're coming out with 4 new episodes. I don't know if it's
Canon?
Shippuden or if it's Naruto itself, but it's 4 new episodes, and I think it is canon.
That's sick.
Yeah. And then Minato just got his own manga for one chapter.
That's sick.
I didn't think it was that crazy.
Well, actually, I mean, like, I think it's cool, but, like, didn't they also do that for Itachi? Like, Itachi got his own manga?
I don't know.
I think he did. I think Itachi got his own, like, backstory manga.
Maybe.
But it was a long time ago.
So Naruto with that, and then One Piece, it's always releasing. So
yeah.
This is my water.
I'm super hyped for Gear 5. That's going to be sick.
Oh, it's going to be so fucking cool.
What is it called? Nika Nika? Or something?
It's the Hito Hito no Mi model Nika.
Model Nika.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't say that.
Human fruit.
I feel like I can't say that.
With a K, not a G.
Okay.
But yeah. That shit's fucking cool, bro.
Yeah. Just the trailers of... Nah, I gotta...
What?
I am gonna give it one little critique.
What?
And obviously, like, it's not... It doesn't show what the full episode is. I had not seen that trailer we watched earlier. Earlier we watched a trailer.
What was it you watched?
I watched something else that was, like, counting episodes up, and it was showing him unlocking Gear 1, Gear 2, Gear 3.
There's no Gear 1.
Or, sorry.
Gear 2, Gear 3.
Gear 2, Gear 3, Gear 4, and then it building up to Gear 5. And I thought it looked hype, right?
I mean, was it like...
It didn't show clips of Gear 5.
So then what
When it showed Gear 5, it was showing, like manga,
yeah.
panel things.
I mean, that's going to be in the next episode.
Okay, but I'm saying, like...
What did it show? Like him jumping?
Yeah.
Okay, that's in the August 6th episode.
Okay. But what I'm saying is we just watched a clip.
That's the teaser.
Okay, but it shows actual animation from the episode.
That shows... Yeah, but I would argue that it's more than likely showing, like, the mildest shit.
Okay,
because the shit that's going to show, it should be crazy.
Because I was going to say, like, what we saw in the trailer, although it was hype, did not look especially good compared to Zoro versus Queen or sorry.
Well, okay, so yeah. So imagine what we just saw is the equivalent of, like, Zoro powering up his swords to fight.
Yeah.
Because...
And that's what I'm expecting, because all the animators that are working on that, it should be, like... Insane. So...
If it's not insane, I'm going to be hella disappointed.
I feel like they have to... I mean, they need to...
I think even if the choreography isn't insane, the visuals should look insane.
You know, it was actually... That was one of my huge critiques. I mean, obviously, Boruto itself is a huge critique. But that was one of my huge critiques about Baryon. It was like... I feel like they pulled out all the stops for, like... Kakashi versus Obito, for Naruto versus Sasuke,
Baryon had a lot of recycled choreography.
Yeah. For Momoshiki versus Naruto and Sasuke, that shit was fucking... It looked sick. But Baryon mode just looked so vanilla. As far as, like, the fighting, it just looked very vanilla.
It was just a lot of, like... yeah, I agree. Because Baryon mode should have been fucking insane.
That should have been the, like...
Should have been a beat down.
Of the peak anime beat down.
It should have been a fucking beat down on that dude. And he really wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, he got his shit wrong.
He did, but it just didn't feel... The impact wasn't there that was there for, like, the Momoshiki fight.
I agree.
So, I feel like for Gear 5, they have to make this shit look insane.
Fucking Neji took a bigger hit than...
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the fight's gonna last, like, this fight's already lasted, like, 20 episodes, or, like, 10, 15 episodes, but this... new part of the fight's gonna last like 5, I want to say.
You think Gear 5 is gonna be 5 episodes?
Oh, I know it's gonna be like 4 or 5 probably.
Dang, was he really Gear 5 for that long?
Okay, I'm starting to get a little spotty in my memory. I know there's at least 3, and then 1 episode of like them doing other stuff like in the castle.
Okay.
Like while they're fighting, someone else is trying to like do something. But other than that, I think it is just.
That's true because it's not gonna be just 5 episodes of just him fighting. It's gonna switch to
them for a little bit. Yeah. But I think that's like 1 episode tops.
Yeah.
The fight with Gear 5 fight is fucking crazy. So hopefully they do it well.
Yeah.
I think they will.
Bro, we're gonna title this the anime episode because we've literally been talking about anime for
spoilers. 47 minutes.
47 minutes.
God damn.
Okay.
We love anime, bro.
We do.
If you have an anime you want us to watch and review, comment it. We will watch it. We might clown it and fucking ruin.
Unless you're a DJ.
DJ.
Is that who likes Fate? Who likes Fate?
No, that's Crimson.
Oh, Crimson.
Yeah, Crimson.
Unless you're Crimson, don't comment fucking.
Don't comment Fate to us. I love Crimmy. Or unless you're Andrew, I can suggest fucking Tokyo Ghoul.
So look, man. Okay, so I watched Tokyo Ghoul like I don't even know when it came out, and I guess it just like blew right through me. And I also hadn't read the manga at that point, but it just blew right through me like how horrible season 4 was, and I didn't even remember how bad it was. And we just I read the manga. I thought the manga was great, and then when I rewatched it with
me and Adrian.
with you and Adrian. And season 1 and 2 were good, and then season 3 started, and I was just remembering the things that happened in the anime.
Season 3, the one where it's like a war, and his buddy dies. That's season 3, isn't it?
No, season 2 is where the friend dies.
Season 3 is where he becomes a bad guy.
Season 3 is when you're wait.
Or was season 3 when he has an identity crisis?
Yeah,
becomes a whole new motherfucker.
Yeah, season 3 is his identity crisis, which.
And what's season 4?
Season 4 was oh gosh, man, you're really pulling out the memories. I'm trying to remember what's going on.
Bro.
But I just remember that season 3 was like season 1 and 2 were really good. I remember you and Adrian liking it too. Season 3 was when it got like
Season 3 whenever he switched to a whole new character is when I was like, okay, this shit is lame.
Yeah.
And then my boy Kaneki was in them guts. And I was back on the hype train.
I was on the hype train when he was in them guts too.
And then the last fight happened. I didn't even understand what the fuck happened, and it ended.
He turns into a dragon or something.
I thought he was fighting a dragon. I don't even know what the fuck. Yeah. I can't remember this shit.
Like the only part I remember from season 4 really well was like whenever he was like transforming into whatever that that dragon thing was or whatever, when he was in them guts.
And there were so many people that were like, a good guy, put a bad guy, put a good guy for the bad guy, put a bad guy in the good guy. Like, it's just, and it's like, and this is something that I think Chainsaw Man suffers from a little too. It's too many characters that you expect me to remember, but you kill them off before they can make any type of impact.
Yeah.
And then they're referenced, and it's like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Never see them again because they're dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of stuff that they didn't. It's like they pulled out all the stops from season 1 and 2, and then season 3 they were like, we'll half-ass this, and then season 4 will half-ass this.
What's a anime that people tell you to watch that you absolutely refuse to? I have 2.
I have one of the ones you're gonna say.
Which one?
JoJo's.
Yeah.
I will never watch JoJo's.
I will never watch
JoJo's. No.
I cannot get behind that shit.
No, it doesn't look interesting, and I've watched a few clips. I've watched a few like fighting clips. Okay, hold on. My cat is down there, and I don't want to step on anything. Okay. I've watched a few fighting clips. Is Adrian?
He just texted me that he's on. Just finish what you're saying.
Oh, okay. I've watched a few fighting clips of it, and it just doesn't look interesting. I mean, it's. I think maybe it's like too flashy. I don't know. It's just like. It's kind of like, it kind of gives me Baki vibes. It's one of the same reasons I won't watch Baki.
I won't watch Baki. That wasn't even on my list, so I have 3 then.
Okay.
Because Baki, any clip I've seen from Baki, it's the same thing. It's I'm gonna whoop his ass, and then whoever.
And then.
And then they just like bitch slap whoever said they're gonna whoop their ass, and their neck breaks, and it's just like, okay. We're like, oh, Baki the
It's
Grappler,
just-
bro, so good. It's just like, no, it's really not.
Yeah. No,
But
it's not. What's your second one though? Your other one?
Fairy Tail. I will not watch Fairy Tail.
My thing is like Fairy Tail is. There was some point in Fairy Tail. I remember watching it. I watched Fairy Tail like.
I couldn't even get
know,
through
like-
the first season.
I don't even know. Like, I probably watched like 200 episodes. I watched a lot of it, man.
I will
And-
not. I
and there
got.
was
You know
this-
how far I got? They were like introducing him to the guild. That was it.
One thing. Okay, so my thing about Fairy Tail is that there would be long periods where nothing is happening, and it would be canon, but it would just be like nothing. What's going on? Why am I watching 20 episodes of this? And then it also I'm not a huge fan of like anime fan service. You know? Like
I think anime fan service can ruin the momentum.
I think anime fan service ruins Seven Deadly Sins. I think it just does it too much.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think like the whole vibes of like
I think One Piece luckily does it a little more tastefully.
yeah. No. It's
definitely there.
It's different when like it's just Sanji like bleeding through his nose because he saw a girl with big boobies. Like that's.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you are you specifically referencing something?
I'm just talking about like Nami and Robin in general.
Yeah, I mean they
You know,
were
like-
revealing clothes and whatever, but
Yeah.
but like Meliodas sticks his hand up
her
Elizabeth's
skirt.
coochie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's like,
Or
"Ooh."
she's like trying to talk to him,
You know?
and she's like in her
You're
shirt.
like grabbing her breast
Yeah,
while in
and
the
she
middle
just
of her
like
talking.
she just goes ah.
Yeah,
To me it gives off like I can't say the word, but like R word.
It
vibes.
does.
It gives me those
And-
vibes.
and
That's
to
why
me-
I like turns me.
to me, my immediate thought is when an anime has to do that, it's lacking in keeping your attention. So
Agreed.
they're trying to make something grab your attention back, and to me, it just and the whole shit with like what's Bond and his girl,
The fairy.
Mrs. like
Which is
a
12 years
1,000-year-old and a 12-year-old body.
Yeah.
That kind of shit is weird to me. Like the whole that's some pedophilic shit right there.
Not just that. I mean, Diane the Giant. It's just like tits out always.
Yeah, she
Her
does.
Up her skirt always.
Yeah.
It's and all for me like.
But Fairy Tail kind of does the same thing a lot. There's a lot of those moments where it's like a girl in a super compromising position with the camera like right up her ass, like in the middle of a fight, and it's just like, why? I don't know. I feel like it does it a lot. And then also the quality in Fairy Tail. Like one episode will be really good quality, and the next episode will look horrible. Like as far as the art, like the drawing or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Although One Piece suffers from that too, I would say. You remember when we were watching Wano, we could tell like specific teams working on episodes because
Yeah.
there would be an episode where like remember that episode where like Big Mom brings her fist back like
Four times
before she actually throws
yes.
the punch,
and it
Oh,
just shows
man.
the same. Or the clip where it's like Chopper. It's like a flashback on Chopper's Island, and then 5 minutes passes, and then it does the exact same flashback.
Yes, I remember something like that.
So there would be a lot.
Or the one with there's one I don't know if you watched this one, but on the actual island raid, there's one with a kid, and he's like, I don't remember. Something happens, and
Oh, I
kid
haven't-
smiles, and it just stays on him smiling for like
for like a long
5
time.
seconds. 5 seconds, I'm just like
It's awkward, like.
and it's just like damn, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like One Piece suffers from that too, but thank God, I think it's only like one team that the episodes come out like that.
Like every now and then.
I think it's like once every couple months or once every month. But the other teams are on their shit.
They really do need a lot of teams to work on it though, since it's so long.
For it to come out weekly?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, you want to call Adrian?
Yeah.
Get this set up.
Yeah, because I gotta go soon. About 25, 35 minutes.
Okay.
Hi.
So how do I?
Looking good. I'm happy to see you.
Yeah. Okay. So how do we set this up?
Open this up.
Who's gonna do an intro? And from here, I don't even know what the segment is. I'm going to be surprised as well.
It's gotta be something gay. It's not going to be something gay.
Yes, it is.
Why are you so homophobic?
I'm not homophobic. I love you.
Daniel, I'm glad you are Andrew's friend, and I appreciate you.
Bitch.
What? Excuse me.
Excuse me? Why'd you say lots of gay in this house and then turn around and look at my cat?